Hey guys, we just got a fun package in from Rainbow Resource, and if it's from Rainbow Resource, you know what that means? Homeschool! So I'm gonna flip this around and show you what we got and tell you a little bit about it, and I'm super excited. Okay, so the first item I got is actually a mommy book. It's Thomas Jefferson Education, Teaching a Generation of Leaders for the 21st Century. So this is something I just recently found out about, was that there's a thing with the way that Thomas Jefferson was homeschooled, and it's kind of a type of education. And I'm kind of excited. I really like learning about different educational methods and theories and taking bits and pieces from the different ones and applying them as needed. I'm actually also doing a blog series, not on my blog, but on a blog I write for, about different educational methods for the early years. And so this might make it on the blog, I don't know, but this is a mommy book that I'm excited to read. Okay, so these are all three different math programs. Now this is the red book. This is the second book in Mequon Math. I went ahead and got it because I realized, see, all the pages are numbered down here, and the letter indicates the type of activity it is, like counting or addition and subtraction or measurement or whatever. And all of the books can actually be done, like you can go through all of the addition and subtraction from all the books, and then you could go through all the multiplication from all the books. Like, you can do it in whatever order you want. And some of the areas Samuel's going to go a little faster in and some slower, so I wanted to go ahead and have the red book available too, so that if he wanted to keep going in some areas he didn't have to stop just because our book ran out. And so what I'm discovering with Mequon is that it's a great program, and I think it's going to be really good, but it's kind of missing an element. Samuel does really well with hands-on stuff, but he loves stories, especially when he's in his I'm ready to learn mode. He wants stories. So we also got these two story-based math curriculums to try out. So this is Life of Fred Apples, and I'm sure many of you have probably heard about this before, but it's kind of a silly story about a 5-year-old genius, basically, who teaches math. And each chapter goes through and it has a story. Samuel, did you like this story? Yeah, he liked it. And then it's got a very basic math principle with just a few questions at the end. And I know a lot of people use this as their only math curriculum. Some people use it as a supplement. But I think Samuel will really enjoy these stories, and it'll be just a way to kind of introduce math concepts and it not be so overwhelming. So that is the Life of Fred. And then the other one that we got to try was Math Lessons from a Living Education. Now, I don't plan to get both of these every year. I plan to see which one works best for him and what he likes better. Now this one, why do you like this one, Samuel?
Because there's lots of babies that be born.
You like the farm stories?
Mm-hmm.
So we looked at this online and we've looked through it just a little bit. And this one is based on the Charlotte Mason method, the idea that you learn through living stories and books and things that are relatable and exciting. So it's a story about these two children who go visit their grandparents on their farm. And I don't know if that's the theme in all the books or just the first book. But then you read the story, and then each day you have an activity to do. Now, we're not going to go through it day by day in that method, but we will do some of this, and we will definitely follow the story and probably do a couple of the activities for each one, and just kind of follow it through. And now with these, as we learn about, the plan is as we learn about something from reading it from these books, then we'll probably pull out some Mequon sheets that match and have fun with our keys and air rods, putting it into practice. I don't know, that's what we're going to try. So then there is this series of books called Medicine Through the Ages, and there are more. I think there's 5 or 6 of them. I only have 3 here. Samuel said he's very interested in the human body and medicine, and he loves history, don't you, bud? He loves things from back then and knowing how they did things in history. So he wanted the farthest back and the most recent, the modern one. So I got the ancient medicine and the modern medicine, and then I was able to get one more with this order, so I also got medieval medicine. And then this one is for Timothy. Samuel's always getting fun new things for homeschool. So, oh, Samuel wants me to show you this page because it's really cool. He thinks it's how they do modern surgery. So he's excited about that. But this one is actually for Timothy to kind of give him something to do. He has his rest time, and I think he would have, that's when he goes back to his room and plays for a while, and then usually he puts himself down for his nap. But these are just puzzle games where you're told which truck you use and which pieces, and you try to get them to fit in. And if he should, I think he'll do really well with that, but if he gets frustrated with it, he can just play with them for now, and then we can work on puzzles later. But this might be something fun for him to do during that time, so I thought he would like this and got that for him. And then we are going to be studying about ancient Egypt and pyramids and mummies. Samuel's very interested in that. So I got this kit. I saw it on Pepper and Pine's channel, and I will leave a link to that below. She is totally awesome. If you're a homeschooler, you definitely need to check out her channel, especially if you do unit studies. She has amazing resources on there. So she had, she showed this on her channel for her ancient Egypt unit study, and I saw that there's also a book in here with a lot of activities. She did one about mummifying an apple, which I think we'll do, and I think we're going to see what else is in here. But Samuel loves digging stuff, and he's already excited. He wants to open this now, but I told him we have to wait. So that's pretty much it. That's what we got at Rainbow Resource. So if you have questions about any of these things, leave them below, and I will leave a link to Rainbow Resource below as well. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.